Welcome to the Chef's Kitchen Healthy Fine Dining Series. I'm your host, Nicole Gaffney, and we're here today with St. Luke's University Health Network, joining doctors and chefs together to create healthy new menu items to be featured at their restaurants. And joining me today in the kitchen is Chef Joe Grasafi of Court, as well as Dr. Darren Traub. Welcome, both of you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much.
It's great to have both of you here. What are we making today?
Today we're going to be making a salmon piccata, which is also going to have some shrimp, some scallops, and it's going to be over a bed of fresh spinach.
Sounds amazing. Let's get started.
Ready? Okay, let's go.
Thank you for making something healthy
Absolutely.
today.
Thanks for having me, Doc.
You bet.
I'm going to turn the fire on here, get the pan nice and hot, okay? Because we always want a little bit of noise when we place our proteins inside the pan. We're going to put some oil down. So we're going to coat the pan here with some just vegetable oil.
Now I notice you're going a little heavy on the oil.
Well, we want a nice.
Need that for the nice sear, right?
It's a big pan, and yes, we're gonna get a nice sear on the salmon, and then we are going to be adding the scallops and the shrimp and all the vegetables. It's gonna be a great dish.
So it's important to note that even though you're using a lot of oil, that's not all gonna end up on the plate.
No,
right?
no.
It's just to get that nice color.
Yep. It's not. Yep. Very light actually for all the food that we're gonna be cooking. We're gonna keep it light and healthy. When we put the butter in, Doc's gonna turn around. But other than that, everything's gonna be it's gonna be a great dish.
Perfect. So we're gonna start with the salmon?
I'm gonna take the salmon here that we brought in, a Norwegian salmon.
Beautiful.
And we're gonna just
It's a great heart healthy protein with all those omega-3 fatty acids.
Absolutely.
How do you like your salmon cooked?
Doc?
I just like salmon.
You just like salmon. All right.
I like mine a little pink in the middle.
It's gonna be cooked for the most part on this dish,
Okay.
pretty much all the way through.
I like it that way too. Whatever Joe's cooking up, I know it's gonna be good.
Thank you.
It's a nice comment about fish. You know, fish is important for reducing heart disease. Many studies have shown that people who consume fish 2 to 3 times a week have lower risk of heart attack and stroke
That's amazing.
than people who don't. And you know, it raises your HDL, which is your quote-unquote happy cholesterol. So it's just a great combination.
And
for
now
us
you
to
would
be
know,
eating
of course, because you are a cardiac electrophysiologist.
That's correct.
Did I say that right?
That's perfect.
It's a mouthful.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Tell me what that actually means.
So a cardiac electrophysiologist is a cardiologist, and then we go and do an additional 2 years of training just to work on treating heart rhythm disorders. And that can range from a young patient who's in their teens and was born in an extra circuit in their heart to an elderly patient in their 70s or 80s that, sizzling.
Exactly.
So to an elderly patient in their 70s and 80s who maybe their heart has slowed down and they need a pacemaker.
Okay.
So that's sort of, you know, they call us EPs or electricians in cardiology.
Nice, electricians, I like that. Well, EP is a lot easier to say.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So I see you coated this in just a little bit of flour first.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put some flour up top where I have the seasoning. And then we're gonna
what does that
sear.
do?
I don't want the seasoning to fall off, so kind of like contain the seasoning on the fish.
Perfect.
Otherwise, it just fall off. So we're just gonna sear the bottom. Then I'm gonna flip it because we don't want the salmon to be like super overcooked, and we still have to cook all this other stuff yet.
Got lots of vegetables, lots of healthy proteins. This is going to be a great dish. So tell me about what really sets St. Luke's apart when it comes to cardiology.
Well, you know, if you look at our group in general, we have 34 cardiologists. We're at 14 different offices and 7 different hospitals.
Wow.
So we make cardiac care accessible to the patient. You know, you don't have to drive to us. We're driving to you. And I can tell you that of the 34 cardiologists, they're all terrific. I would let any of them take care of my mother, brother, sister. So the other thing is collaboration. We just work so well together. Before the show, one of my partners was calling me. We're just always talking to each other, discussing patient care. You know, we really want to optimize our patient outcomes.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, so it is truly teamwork.
That's great. And you have some really special things going on at St. Luke's that is exclusive to you guys right now.
Oh yeah, so in my field in particular, in cardiac electrophysiology, we were the first group in northeastern Pennsylvania to put in a leadless pacemaker.
Wow.
So the traditional pacemaker, there's a box up here, and then a lead has to go down to the heart. Well, Medtronic has developed this pacemaker that it's literally the size of a vitamin, and we put it in from the vein in the leg. There's no leads. And you know, the patient just walks up the next day, leaves. It's MRI compatible,
Far less invasive.
Absolutely far less invasive. And then you don't have to deal with potential lead complications down the road, like the lead, you know, breaking because it's a long piece of metal. So you know, we were selected by Medtronic to be the first group in northeastern Pennsylvania to do that. We really, at this point, are providing care that 5 years ago you would have had to travel to New York City or Philadelphia to get, and it's right here in the Lehigh Valley, accessible within a 5-10 minute drive. So it's really a pleasure to be a part of.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's great.
We'll be back with more from St. Luke's University Health Network. We're back with more from the Chef's Kitchen with St. Luke's University Health Network.
All right, so it looks like our salmon's cooked right now.
Our salmon's
We're
basically
working
like-
on
Can we
that.
start eating?
I know,
Nope,
this is
nope.
perfect,
Take
just
it
like
easy.
this.
We're not done yet. We have a lot of work to do. Salmon's about like 60% cooked right now. I don't
Okay.
want to overcook it because we still have to cook the rest of the food. Then we're gonna put the salmon back in towards the end and finish it off.
Great.
Okay, so right now what we have to do is I'm gonna just lightly season and flour the scallops and the shrimp.
Great.
Let's see if I can.
Can we help you out with anything? I know Doc loves to cook, right?
Absolutely.
Do you cook a lot at home?
You know, I grill a lot at
Yeah.
home. So summertime, it's time to grill, especially fish. Now, is it true that salmon keeps cooking after you've taken it off the heat?
I mean, yeah, it
Yeah.
will.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's
much
kind of
any
why we have it
protein.
sitting there.
Yeah. Whether it's a steak, a nice piece of fish, it'll sit there, and it's called carryover cooking.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's a term for it. I never knew
Yeah.
that.
There's a
They-
term for everything.
They actually say like especially when it comes to steak, like, and it's hard in a restaurant because it's not going to go out hot, but a steak's supposed to sit for like
Right.
10 minutes before you serve it,
Really?
Mm-hmm.
and like to actually like keep everything inside and have that nice juicy flavor.
Right.
But if I let a steak sit for 10 minutes and I give it to you, it's not going to be
steak's
hot.
cold.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So it's supposed to sit, but
So at home, if you wanted to optimize your steak flavor, you would let it sit
let
10
it
minutes
sit
and
yep,
then eat it.
And then eat it.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, you drink your Cabernet or your,
Exactly.
you know,
right.
so it's
Get the sides ready. I think it makes a really big difference. I think Joe would agree.
Yeah, yeah. If you have the time to do it, yes.
But
Absolutely.
I will say I've had the steaks at Corked, and they've been both hot and delicious.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make our sauce. We're gonna cook them. We're gonna put the scallops and the shrimp inside the dish because the shrimp and scallops, they cook really quick. And the reason actually I floured these is to give the sauce a little bit of a thickness
Oh, nice.
because I don't really sear the shrimp and scallops. We kind of cook it in the sauce.
okay.
So it's a little bit different. It's Italian style. It's how I grew up. My dad taught me how to cook. So we just keep it simple.
I love
So
that.
if you want to be
got
careful,
some
Doc,
capers
go ahead,
here?
dump those in there.
All
Stand
right.
back a little bit.
Stand back a little bit.
Stand
the
back a
oil's
little
hot.
bit. All right.
So we're gonna put your hand
Oh,
up.
look at
I want you to
that.
Kind of
grab it.
frying the capers first.
Wow, that's fantastic.
And we're gonna put in some roasted peppers.
All right.
I have artichoke hearts I marinated in olive oil and basil
That is fantastic.
overnight.
Smells so good already.
So that's gonna
You
be
can smell
like
the capers.
that's all the flavor right there.
Exactly.
Put this down for you here.
Looks like the Italian flag right there.
That is beautiful.
And we're
so
gonna-
fresh looking.
Turn the fire off for a second because we were too hot.
Okay.
Now we're gonna turn it back on.
You want to
Get
go a
it-
little bit gentler with the fish?
Doc, you want to stir the?
Yeah, I'd be happy to.
Go ahead.
I'll tell you.
Look at you. You're a natural.
I love this. This is fantastic. It smells so good. I have noticed that it's really hot in here.
It's hot.
You know, you must be like ready to jump in
Kitchens
the
are
pool at the
super
end of
hot,
the day.
Definitely.
Yeah. My God.
I'm gonna season it while you're doing that with some salt and pepper.
This is a little bit like doing surgery too. I've got to tell you, it's pretty hot under the gowns
Is
and
it
the lead.
really?
Oh yeah,
Wow.
absolutely.
Excuse me.
Now you like to do a good bit of fishing too, don't you?
I love to fish.
Yeah.
Yep.
What
yes.
do you know? What type of fish do you normally go for?
I like to fly fish.
Really?
And I like it because, you know, you have to kind of become one with the water, if you will. You have to learn what insects are hatching. And I've been to Alaska twice and
Wow.
fished for salmon there. And there is nothing better than a fresh piece of salmon, you know,
Oh.
taken right out of the river.
I
It's
bet.
fantastic.
I bet.
So,
So you always cook what you catch?
not always. The trout I like to release,
Yeah.
you know, but then salmon we'll keep and we'll bring back from
course.
Alaska.
That's
yeah.
amazing.
So,
We're gonna dump the wine in there, Doc, if you'd
all
like.
right. Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
Wine, of course, is very good for the heart.
Absolutely. Again, raises the HDL, helps prevent heart
Yeah,
attacks.
good,
Not too
good.
much. No more than 1 drink a day for a woman and 2 drinks a day for a man. Are we good here? Do I
We're
just
good.
keep stirring?
Yep, yep. But now we're gonna let it reduce a little bit.
Great.
Then we're gonna add the stock. But in the meantime, though, I'm gonna put the scallops in.
So what if I save all my glasses of wine up for one night? Is that acceptable, or I have to space them out through the 7 days?
You know, it depends how important that night is.
I was never sure if if you could kind of like bank them. Like
Yeah,
your sick
you
days.
can't really bank wine, to be honest with you. So,
All right.
So you really want to
Yikes.
try to keep it
Okay.
to minimum of 1
Stick
to
to
2.
one a day.
Yep, absolutely. I'll tell you.
So we're almost sort of poaching the
Yep.
shrimp and scallops really gently.
Making a great
Nice.
dish, Doc. You're doing a great job.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
You know, I'm going to quit my day job. I mean,
And so,
Lemon?
Joe,
So
this
have
is
some
going to
lemon?
be featured on the menu at Cork,
Absolutely,
correct?
yep.
As part of the Healthy Fine Dining series, along with
Nice
St.
fresh
Luke's.
lemon inside here.
so what kind of wine would you pair this with, Nicole?
Well, what kind of wine did we use in the dish? I
A
usually
white wine.
like
Make sure
just a
yeah,
general
it's just
Pinot Grigio,
yeah,
something
cooking wine.
really
Yeah.
crisp and
That's
light.
great.
Yeah. I love Sauvignon Blanc in the summertime. I could drink it with just about anything.
Very refreshing. Yep.
Exactly. But I think for this, a Pinot Grigio or another Italian white would be nice. I think anything red would be a little too heavy. Maybe a lighter bodied red could work if that's your thing.
Or we have a spoon. We have a spoon here somewhere.
Sure.
See how those shrimp are cooking real quick.
All right, sure.
So now what we're gonna do.
You can see that sauce already thickening up too. It's great.
Yeah, this looks.
We didn't even add the butter yet.
Now, what are your
We have to turn
feelings on
around
butter?
when we add
Because
the
butter's
butter.
actually gotten kind of controversial in the past few years, where they're saying it's not as bad as
Yeah.
we were once told.
You know, I think butter's a natural fat, and I think as the more we go on, the more we're learning is
Nice.
keep your foods natural.
Yes.
You know, so do you want to eat a lot of butter? No, but a little bit of butter is probably better than some of the substitute butters that
Right,
have
the
you know,
hydrogenated oils
exactly,
and-
exactly. So yeah, I have a little bit of butter in my diet.
Great.
You know?
So we got the okay on the butter.
We're
Absolutely.
good.
We're
Okay,
good.
we're gonna add that last, just a little bit. I shut this off, but there's so much heat in there
It's going to kind of
that
still
we're gonna
continue
we're
to
gonna
cook.
put and we're gonna put the salmon in now.
Wow.
It'll keep all of that seafood nice and tender.
I noticed the salmon's just a touch pink inside. That
Yes.
was just perfect.
Yep.
Yes, totally.
We'll be back with more from St. Luke's University Health Network. We now return to the Chef's Kitchen with St. Luke's University Health Network.
So you're going to teach me how to make spinach?
Absolutely.
Excellent.
So we're gonna turn the burner on first here.
Okay.
Oil, please.
So you use oil or you use any butter in this? Or
Just a little oil.
Okay.
And then we're gonna use some butter. We'll throw in like a little bit at the end.
Nice.
With salt and pepper.
When you're cooking with oil, how do you know that the pan is ready to cook the meal? Like
That's a great
whether
question.
it's omelets or vegetables, etc.
What we'll do is, I mean, if we have like a any kind of anything really, is kind of just put it in the pan to see if we get like a noise, like that
Little
that
sear?
music, you
Okay.
know.
Music, yeah.
So that
You
means
know?
it's ready.
So that means it's ready to go. Or we'll
Okay.
look at it and maybe sometimes
like
you see like a little
shimmery.
smoke.
Yeah.
It changes colors. But yeah, we just 2-3 minutes on heat. The oil should be ready to go.
All right.
And we have a lot of spinach here too. I mean, it looks like a lot, but
It
when
probably
it's
shrinks
done,
down
it's
to-
gonna be like,
Nothing.
yeah, very small.
What made you choose spinach with this dish?
Just because we're here and we're worried about health.
Okay.
Like I said, pasta, carbs, spinach more for
The heart?
The
Love
heart.
it. Yeah.
And I've
Also-
actually heard that the baby spinach or the baby version of any vegetable is higher in nutrients too.
Yep. Yeah.
One thing people don't know about spinach is it's very high in calcium. So
Okay.
for women preventing osteoporosis, it's a great alternative to a dairy product.
Okay. I
super
learned something
important.
today.
Absolutely.
We're gonna dump this in here. We should be ready to go. See.
All right.
Oh, we didn't get any noise, but
Nice.
see that. See that action.
little fizzle there. Yeah.
Took a minute.
See that
Absolutely.
action? Nice. See, that's what we want, but we don't want to really pan fry the spinach, so
Now this
gonna
cooks up
throw it all
really
in.
quickly, right?
it does cook quick.
And
yeah.
you want like a higher heat?
Do I use the?
You can use the same tongs because
right. And
it's all
do
going to
you-
get
do you
mixed
just
together.
move it around?
Yeah, we're just
Like,
going to like fold it. Mix
fold
it in, fold
So
it
like-
in.
All right. So
Yep.
this is folding here?
Yep. We'll turn down the
Excellent.
heat a little bit.
All right.
Folding that
And how
in.
do you know when your spinach is done? Just a little bit, crisp or?
Depends.
Depends how you like it.
Depends how you like it. Some people like it cooked all the way, where it kind of looks like frozen spinach. Some people like it just like that right
Where
there.
it's like browned almost.
Yep.
I like it like this
And
actually.
shut the heat off.
This is much, I don't want to, pick on my mother, but I ate a lot of frozen spinach growing up. This is so much more appealing looking
Isn't it?
than the frozen spinach
Right.
that you kind of take out in the blocks.
So we're going to take that butter, just mix it in there. Then I have a salad actually in the fridge. So we'll
Okay.
take this off.
All right.
Put this aside here.
That looks
That
great.
looks perfect. Great job,
And we'll
Doc.
just let that
Thank
sit.
you very much.
I love arugula.
So I have some arugula here. Just basic salad, cucumbers,
Perfect.
onion, and we have a couple tomatoes. Excuse me.
Sure.
Just gonna slice.
I love starting a
cucumbers.
meal with a salad because it kind of fills you up on your vegetables, and then you don't really have to worry about it for the rest of the meal.
Nice and light. It's
Yep.
hot
Exactly.
outside. You don't want to eat a heavy meal. Although a nice cork steak in the summer is fun too.
Thank you. All right, so I threw a little olive oil on. My dad always made salads with olive oil, lemon, salt, pepper. So we're gonna put that in there, just a little bit of lemon. I'm gonna have a spoon here. I'm gonna
Simplicity.
mix this up, and especially for the summertime, nice and light. Remember?
Super fresh.
You're not taking away from the taste, the
Nope.
natural taste of the vegetables here.
And we're gonna mix that up.
You can even smell the olive oil. It smells like summertime.
Throw some tomatoes in here.
Beautiful. You know when you're eating all these different colors, you know it's got to be good for
Yep,
you.
absolutely. Color for food, cantaloupes.
Onions.
Sure. Purple onion.
Look
Great.
at that. That's beautiful. I could never
do
make a
is-
salad look that good.
Oh, I
that
think
is
you
just
could.
fantastic.
You got it,
know, just-
Doc. I know you do.
But Joe is a pro.
There we go.
We'll be back with more from St. Luke's University Health Network. We're back with more from the Chef's Kitchen with St. Luke's University Health Network.
And I'll bring you your plate so we can plate up the seafood.
All right. See, now you see the spinach. It kind of went from a lot to
Yeah.
not enough.
Wow, that is wild.
It is.
Did I overcook it? I'm sorry.
No, we're good.
I
We're
think it
good.
was great.
It's just, that's the thing about spinach. It's very deceiving when you go to make an order in a restaurant. I mean, you saw how much spinach we had there.
Yeah.
Now the customer thinks I cheated them, but I really didn't because we gave them a lot of
whole
spinach.
bowl
There
of
was a
spinach.
lot of spinach there.
Well, there are going to be so many people coming to your restaurant for this salmon and spinach that you're going to have to order truckloads of
I
spinach.
hope so.
So if you see them pulling up in Bethlehem, you'll know it's the spinach.
I
Don't
hope
have
so.
any other room at the restaurant.
All right, so we're gonna take the spinach, which I'm not gonna lie, I wish there was more here, but this is what we had to work with for now.
This is great because it's the classic Italian flavors that everyone loves. Piccata, like a veal piccata, for example, is so traditional. And this is taking it and putting just a totally lighter spin on it. Instead of having that
Having
heavy
the
pasta
pasta,
underneath
yep.
and then the red meat.
You
This
know
is
what?
great.
Instead of putting it over the spinach, we're gonna put the spinach around the edge.
Oh, that's
There you
that's
go.
terrific.
And then,
So I'm actually going to pour us a little bit of wine.
absolutely, sounds good.
This will be our one glass of the day, Doctor.
This is great. What did you choose for your wine?
This is just an Italian table wine. It's just a white blend. Should be really nice. Light. Smells really nice.
Perfect with the salmon.
Exactly.
So we
good.
made this whole dish with like literally a teaspoon of butter. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
olive oil,
Just
white wine,
pinch of
lemon,
salt.
just fresh. I
Yep.
mean, this is as heart healthy as it gets.
It is.
Get down a little bit, and then what
Great.
we'll do here, bring it over here.
The salmon looks perfect. And you said this was Norwegian?
Norwegian salmon, yes.
Next time we'll have to get some of the Alaskan salmon that you catch and bring back, and we'll make the same dish.
That sounds absolutely terrific. Count me in.
So besides this new dish going up on the menu, what do you have new that's happening at Corked right now?
At Corked in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, we just we were a wine bar and a steakhouse for 3 years, and we just recently converted over to more of a bar and grill,
Okay.
just so we could put items on the menu that accommodate to the average person.
Yeah.
Being a wine bar and steakhouse, we're in that dinner category.
Sure.
We weren't able to open for lunch.
Nice.
But now being a bar and grill, we have brunch every day, we have lunch every
Awesome.
day, we have lunch at nighttime, you can get sandwiches.
Oh, cool.
We've brought a lot of price points down on our dishes to be just more affordable for the average local person.
Great.
Yeah, it's working out really well. Can't complain.
That's fantastic. I know you also have Joey G's. Tell us about that.
I do. I have a BYOB Little Italian Restaurant in Whitehall, Pennsylvania, right across from the Lehigh Valley Mall. Takeout, dine-in, delivery. It's about 40 seats.
Great pizza.
Pizza, pasta, cheesesteak sandwiches, typical Italian little
Sure.
Italian restaurant.
Piccata.
Piccata, yep. Yeah, everything's good. It's in Whitehall.
Fantastic.
Thank you for asking.
Sure. Glad to hear it's going well.
This is beautiful. I mean,
It
look
really
at this.
is.
You know,
I
the
know.
lined spinach. I mean, it literally is like a work of art.
It is.
Thank you.
It looks fantastic. I can't wait to eat it. Well, if you want to grab this, I'll grab the salad
Sure.
and let's bring it over to taste.
All right.
All right. Well, I'd like to propose a little toast. So,
Oh, thank you very
I
much.
see both glasses.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you so
Cheers.
much. It's been wonderful having you both on the show.
Thanks for
Thank you
having
very
me.
much. Thank you for teaching me this wonderful heart healthy dish. This looks great.
Wonderful.
Nice wine.
Oh, that's good.
Well, now we have to dig in. So,
I can
Doctor,
do the
please don't
honors.
be
All
shy.
right.
Doc first.
All right.
course.
I'm going to start with a little piece of salmon here.
As am I. It looks
Oh my
perfect.
God. Flavor hits you right away.
Oh
That
yeah.
is incredible. Incredible.
Good job,
It's
Doc.
so
You did a
tender.
good job.
Thank
It's
you very
light,
much.
it's
Yep.
fresh, and it tastes buttery, even though we didn't really put any butter in there.
Nope.
So, Doc, let's taste the spinach too. I
I
mean,
think
you
it's
did make it.
I think it's the fat from the salmon that came out that is giving that nice buttery flavor.
All right.
The spinach is perfect. I think you did an exceptional job.
Oh,
Just the right amount of lemon.
that is great. It's not overcooked.
Good.
It's perfect.
Thank you for the great coaching today.
Absolutely. Anytime.
It really was fantastic to have you both on the show. Thank you so much for being here, and let's do it again.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Being on Chef's Kitchen is it's a great experience. Great kitchen here they have, the PBS studio. Work with doctors, just great people that come in. It's a great time.
This was a fantastic experience. First of all, just seeing people who are really perfectionists in their field and learning how to cook just this incredible heart-healthy dish, I'd love to come back.